Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love. I'm here for you every day, and I have the Blessed Bee deck that I'm going to be getting a blessing of the day, and the Fairy Tarot deck I used on the quick read last night. So let's get started. This is for Saturday, September, roll the drums, 20th. So we should be feeling the new moon energy coming in. It's coming in on the new moon is on Sunday, and then the fall equinox is on Monday. So really get outside if you can, and we'll see what comes out for this reading. But this is for Saturday, September 20th, or whenever you find it, it's meant for you. What is the blessing? Ooh, and we got this one again. I love this. This is a blessing on a friendship, and it is a number 14, which equals 5. I just saw a bird flying through the treetops really fast, so I caught it out of the corner of my eye. But this is a blessing on a friendship, and I said before, this is a 14, which equals 5, change. And this is you developing a friendship with spirit, with the divine, pulling the magic closer. This is a unicorn, pulling the magic of the unicorn closer, believing in magic, believing in other realms and the nature spirits and fairies, and really going out and really pulling yourself closer to the earth, to the magic of the unseen realms. And this could also be a blessing on a friendship in the not only the spiritual world, but it could also be a blessing on a friendship in the 3D world. So beautiful energy. Let's see what's on the docket. What are the messages for this daily angel read for Saturday, or whenever you see it? And you got 2 cards coming out. What are the messages for Saturday? And anything else? We got the King of Swords coming out. Okay, and we got another one coming out at the top. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, this is the 9 of Spring. And you can see, like, she's worked her way through, she's worked her way through to the opening. So this 9 is the ending of, those wands, those burdens. And she comes out into this opening, and what does she see? And I don't know if you saw my ladybug goodnight, but check out my short video on the ladybug goodnight. I've been seeing them every day, but she's seeing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 ladybugs there. So that's stability, security, and safety. And this little guy right here is a bee. It's a little tiny honeybee. So, the bees stand for miracles, and the ladybugs are luck. And the fact that there's 4 of them stands for very much for stability, security, and safety. So the 9 of Springs coming to the end of a cycle, the end of burdens. And this says, protect the fruits of your labor. You're prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. And it says environmental conservation, but what I feel like this is, well, some of you may be very much into the environment, but I feel this is connecting to Mother Earth. Like she's out in the middle of nature, and this little earth fairy, but I feel like it's important for us to connect with Mother Nature, Mother Earth, this weekend as well on Saturday. And and I feel that it's going to help you restore your energy, even conserve your energy, but it's also going to bring in healing energies for you of the heart chakra. So really beautiful as the overall message. And yeah, I am planning on being out in nature this weekend. I was out a lot yesterday, and it was beautiful. Queen of Autumn. Generous, stylish, gracious. Yeah, this is Queen of Pentacles, having everything you need. And you have that wand So there's also this passion coming through. It's like passion work, passion, on how you make your pentacles. It's going to turn into a passion, or it is becoming a passion for you. um, you know the ability to make anything more beautiful in the world. Yeah, that Queen of Autumn, she's stylish, she's generous, practical. And it's also because you're looking for the beauty in the world. Instead of looking at the negative, search for the beauty in everything. And that's going to help you to stay positive. And it's also meeting someone that can help your dreams come true. So this is, dreams coming true. And we have the rabbit in the corner for new life. The red of the root chakra with the gold, you know. And I have to point this out because I'm always saying burn away the dross. Going within allows us to transform, burning away the dross and making it gold. And look at all the gold in this. Um, she's got it all over her dress and at her feet, So, and if you look at her legs are actually white, so purified of the purity of the root chakra as well. But she's got that gold all around her with the red, the passion, the stability, the safety, the security of the root chakra, and the purity of her energy. So really beautiful energy coming in today. And then we have the Four of Autumn, the Four of Pentacles. This is managing your pentacles wisely, responsibly, but it's also achieving balance in how you spend and save money, and helping those out that are less fortunate. So I feel that, God blesses us not just for ourselves, but He blesses us so that we can give a blessing to others. When we receive a reward, it's nice if we're able and we're guided. It's nice to be able to pay it forward to someone else. So this is the Four of Autumn, balancing out the pentacles, equal. I see this as equal give and take as well in your relationships, and achieving balance in your pentacles. And the four is that number of stability, security, and safety. So we have that, message coming through in the cards. And then we have Nine of Winter. So there may be unfounded fear coming up, and I'm sweating. It's really humid here. I have the window open, but it's really humid. It hasn't quite we haven't broke our humidity yet. I think tomorrow is going to be a lot cool. It's going to be cooler in temperature, and hopefully the humidity will break as well. But it's, the Nine of Winter is, fears coming up, and possibly in the middle of the night. This is the end. It's another nine. So the end of the nine of Swords, the mind energy that creates fears, unfounded fears, and focusing on the worst case scenario. So this is the end of that. So you should find that you're starting to sleep better. You can see she's got a light in her window that symbolizes, it looks like the moon energy. And that may be, also an orb that shows that you are protected, that you are, what do I say? You are surrounded by angels, and you have your guardian angel, and you can always call upon them if you ever feel frightened. But this is showing the nine symbolizes the ending of the Swords energy, of waking up, feeling, worrying about things. This is an ending. So we have two nines, the overall energy and the mind energy. And so this is 99, which is even more powerful, double the whammy for endings and beginnings. We also have here balance, and that came in with the Four of Pentacles. This is balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. You see the lion representing the masculine, and you see the goddess or the high priestess representing the feminine energy. So this is 14, which equals 5. There's change going on to bring in balance for you of the two. And we all have feminine and masculine energy within us. So this card comes in to say that there's balancing, there's changes going on within you, transformations going on that are helping to balance the two energies. And if you're a twin flame, this is even more wonderful because it symbolizes there's changes going on in your connection with your person that is bringing about balance. Yeah, so I feel it says, take your time, no need to rush. Go with the flow, go with what you're guided to do to bring in balance. But this is showing, yeah, it's interesting because, the masculine energy, there's stuff coming in to fill up her cup, the feminine's energy, and there's stuff going out of, and there's stuff coming out of her cup. So I feel like this is, give and take again with that. And, again, follow your intuitive guidance on what you need to do to bring balance into your energy. It may be to spend time out in nature. It may be to, you know, conserve your energy out in nature, by going out in nature. That conserves and it heals your energy. Limit the amount of time you're around other people, but do what you're guided to do. And then we have the King of Winter. This is, your knowledge, your experience, your fair-mindedness, being able to stay unemotional while, cutting things out of your life that no longer serve. So cutting out those things that, don't create balance in your life anymore, and, letting those things go. And it could be an addiction. It could be, it could be a number of things, but it could be any kind of addiction. But it's, and I have the owl there for wisdom coming in so that and it's get advice from a professional if you need to consult a professional. Some of you may be using the King of Swords coming in. Some of you may be public speakers or have your own channel, and this is something that you're going to use, your knowledge, your experience, you're going to use. But this is definitely cutting out things that no longer exist, bringing in that knowledge, that experience to help you for your life experiences and purposes. And we have the Six of Spring, victory. Victory. This is all going to lead to a victory. And the releasing of fear, because I just burped. So that means that there's a releasing of fear today as well. The 6 is, representing home, service, and family. This is a victory. You have already received victories on, the lessons that you learned and the steps that you've taken. You've already received victory on this journey. But this is, wonderful news on its way. Smart choices that are being rewarded, and success and public recognition. So really beautiful. You're receiving a victory. And I have to point this out. She's on the unicorn, the magic of the unicorn. And check it out. I love how Spirit lines this up. A white unicorn. I love how they connect it. The first card of the read and the last card of the read. It all comes together. It's a full circle happening tomorrow. Cycles completing, 9/9, and magic coming in. I love you all so much. This is exciting. And have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Namaste.